Okay, let's start. Hello, everyone. Did you have a nice weekend?
Yes.
Thank you. We are group one, so let's start our presentation. Today is the day of English presentation class. This is our team's topic about the chemistry. This is the contents of the presentation. First, I will pronounce an invention of the chemistry. Next, Nijin will pronounce about different kind of job or work and what they do and play. Next is winner of Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Jaya will pronounce this topic, and last Songhyun will pronounce famous people in major. So if you have any question when we finish our class, please ask him, please. Okay, let's start first. First is invention of the chemistry. Do you know this product? This is shampoo and rinse. Did you use this product in the morning?
Yes.
Thank you. We don't know how well chemistry is related with us. So now let's start with things that how we can easily find in the moon everyday life. So this is shampoo and rinse. These are chemical substance. Next is plastic product. Toys to play with children are plastic products. When we go to the cafe, we receive a take-out cup. This is also made of plastic. In addition, toys, bottle, box, pen, or straw, or bottle, and many other things are plastic products. Chemistry is useful to our life, but sometimes it is not. This is dynamite. It is famous invention of the chemistry. Newton first. It is made for miner, but at first it is useful for miner to work. But after the war began, it caused a lot of damage to people. So many children lost their parents. Many numerous people were injured and died. Meanwhile, it is also chemistry to cure them. Cure them. All medicines are chemical substance, and medicines were used to cure them who were injured. Like this, chemistry is helpful to our lives. Sometimes it is dangerous. Anyway, chemistry is related with our life. My presentation is over here. Next is the music. Thank you for my listening.
Hello, I'm Yujin. I will talk about different kinds of jobs or work and what they do and pay in chemistry. The occupational outlook handbook describes chemists as scientists who help develop and improve products, materials, and processes. The employment world of chemical professionals can be divided into 5 main sectors: industry, academia, non-profit, government, and entrepreneurship. To narrow down the limits of chemistry jobs, I investigated the top 10 chemistry jobs. You can see the list of the top 10 chemistry jobs on the screen. Now let's talk about several jobs of the top 10. First, I will talk about chemical engineers. Chemical engineers work across a number of sectors including oil and gas, energy, and food and drink, and others. They work on large-scale chemical manufacturing processes, and their daily tasks include ensuring the efficiency and safety of chemical processes and applying new technologies to improve existing processes. They average chemical engineers in the USA make around 54 $54,000 on annually per year. Their total cash earnings range from $51,000 on the low end to $120,000 on the high end. Second, I will introduce water chemist. Water chemist is very important because water is one of the most important elements for people. They study how water impacts our ecosystems throughout the planet and how those ecosystems affect water. Also, they use their specific knowledge about water for applications that that, that affect entire ecosystems. As environmental pollution is getting worse, acid rain and water pollution are top research topics to them. Chemists in the USA take home, on average, $51,000 per year. Also, in top 10 chemistry jobs, there are doctors and pulp and paper chemists and others. Mark you, there are several careers in the field that require field work or office work, except working in laboratories. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ko Jae-hyuk and my English name is Jay. I introduce winners of Nobel Prize in Chemistry. Probably you don't know where winners of Nobel Prize in Chemistry, but there are many people in chemistry. So I introduce two people of them, Marie Curie and Fritz Haber. First is Marie Curie. Marie Curie was born in Poland to a family of teachers who believed strongly in education. At that time, in Poland and Germany, women were unable to enter colleges, so she decided to study abroad in Paris. When she entered college in Paris, she started to study in the field of radioactivity. She continued to study in Paris and there met Pierre Curie, who became both her husband and colleague in the field of radioactivity. She won two Nobel Prize. First is the Physics Award, which was awarded to her and her husband in 1903. And next is Chemistry Award. She successfully produced radium, which have not existed before she made it. In other words, she made new elements. So she won second Nobel Prize. She is the first person who won two Nobel Prizes. For this reason, she became the first woman to be buried in Pantheon Temple. Next is Fritz Haber. Fritz Haber was born in Germany. He studied many kinds of science like physics, chemistry, and dynamics. And when he became a professor of university, he mainly studied chemistry. And from 1904, he attempted to synthesize ammonia by reacting hydrogen and nitrogen like this. And finally, he succeeded to synthesize ammonia and found best production of ammonia. This means best production of fertilizer and best production of food. So thanks to him, people didn't worry about shortage of food, and so he won Nobel Prize. Although he had this great achievement, many people doesn't like him because he made chemical weapons using this research in First World War. So Many people called him father of chemical weapons. So, uh, so I until now I introduce the most influential uh, chemists most influential winners of chemistry, a Nobel Prize in chemistry. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Kang Sung-yun, and I will talk about famous people in the chemistry whose name is Pasteur. He is from France and he's doctor and chemist, and he is familiar with us because of Korean milk brand name. The reason why his name was put on a milk brand name is because related to his work. These are his achievements. First, he criticized spontaneous generation. At the time, the spontaneous generation in which all the living things naturally occur is dominant thinking. But Pasteur didn't agree with that opinion, so he did some experiment. First, he prepared this soup and 3S flask, which only air go through, and he heated them. And for first flask just seated them, and second flask removed the neck and seated, and third flask and tilted that sideways and seated. And he finally found that second and third flask has bacteria presented. This improved that the spontaneous generation is long and the germ is the mechanism that spoil the food. And second achievement is pasteurization. It is method that kill and clean the germ in the milk, and it is heating the liquids such as milk in 100 degrees. So we can save milk so longer and so pressure, and not only milk, but also many food can save more longer and more pressure. And Pasteur found it in, so we call it pasteurization. And yeah, and so achievement is vaccination. The vaccination is Pasteur invented vaccination, and his daughter died by disease, and his hair is also bad, so he has many interested in microwaves, which makes people ill. So he did the experiment and with the chicken, and he found it that the little and weak germ injections makes chickens win the disease. So he applied that theory to the people, and that was successful. And this is vaccination, and this day many medicine use this principle to prevent many diseases. And these are Pasteur's achievement, and in our presentation, talk about the chemistry. Do you have any question?
Hello, my name is Yunji Kang. Today, our group prepared announcements about chemistry. I'm sorry, but I hope you are ready to listen. We are going to explain four subjects about chemistry. First of all, I will explain about recurrent subject. And second, Jihan will introduce about inventions and celebrity related to chemistry. Finally, Suno will introduce about a job related to chemistry. A required subject are chemistry, physics, biology, mathematics, programming language. First subject is chemistry. In chemistry, we can learn atomic structure, molecular chemical combination, chemical reaction, and new generation energy. Learn chemistry and deduct different subjects while learn different while on another subject. Second, there is physics. In physics, we can run exercise, force, energy, and there's by making physics and chemistry, we can invent inventions that can help our real life. The third introductory subject is biology. In biology, we can run cell metabolism, chromosome heredity, and animal. By making biology and chemistry, we can develop a science of real life. The fourth introductory subject is mathematics. In mathematics, we can run the number theory, differential and integral calculus, and geometry and vector. If you are good at math calculation, you can develop more chemistry and apply well. Finally, a subject introduces programming language. There is the C language, Python, Java framework is subject where you can run programming language. Mm, if- These are a subject. We have to run to major in chemistry. Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Tian, and I will introduce you the invention and celebrity of chemistry. The second part is about the typical invention of chemistry in life. The first one is plastic. It is used as a raw material for plastic bottles, toy clothes, and all kinds of clothing. If you look at your house well, you can find many kinds of plastics. However, depending on how the plastic is burned, the plastic can release harmful substances to our body, so pay careful attention when purchasing or using plastic products. The next one is paint and additives. For example, thinner, varnish, oil and water paints are included here. The functions of paint varies depending on the characteristics of the raw materials. There are numerous functions such as removing moisture, waterproof functions, and observing harmful substances. Last one is bleaching agent, disinfectant, and fungicide. We use these when we want to keep things clean. However, a few years ago, people in Korea have died or had lung problems caused by humidifier disinfectants. As I mentioned earlier, you need to be very careful when choosing these chemical products. Now I will talk about the third part, the celebrity of chemistry. The first one is Antoine Lavoisier, who is a French chemist and is called the father of the modern chemistry. He established the law of mass conservation in chemical reactions, and also he laid out the basis of modern compounds nomenclature by separating elements and compounds. The next one is Alfred Nobel, who invented the dynamite or solid bomb. Although the dynamite contributed to the new civilization, but the power of the dynamite used to kill many people. Because of the guilt caused by this, Alfred Nobel left his legacy to award prizes to those who contribute to 5 categories: physics, chemistry, physiology and medicine, peace, and literature every year. The last one is Marie Curie, a French scientist from Poland. She was the pioneer of the radiation and she was the first woman to win the Nobel Prize. Unfortunately, during the time of Marie Curie's lifetime, the dangers of radioactivity were unknown, so she died of the exposure to nuclear materials. Those three mentioned scientists contributed greatly to the development of chemistry. The potential of chemicals is infinite, and if we are mindful of the use of chemicals, I think the chemistry will further improve our quality of life. Thank you for your attention.
My name is Suno. I will introduce about the job with chemistry. The first is pharmacist. The pharmacist is the person who make medicine and prescribe the medication to patient. So the medicine is the made up of some medicals, so chemistry is a necessary subject for pharmacist. Also, life science is vital too because pharmacists need to know about the characteristic of person and understand patient condition as well as patient mind. The second is chemistry teacher. Chemistry teacher is the person who teach professionally student at secondary school. So chemistry teacher needs to know more detail knowledge than other chemical job. Also, chemistry teacher must be good at math as well because it is necessary to solve complicated chemical problem. The third is chemistry. Chemistry is the person who study chemistry and write a paper. So chemists usually measuring chemistry at university and need more than graduate of university. Finally is there are research in company. Company use the chemistry to create new material. So researcher require logical thinking, analysis, and judgment, as well as physics, mathematics, programming language. Summary: the chemistry require hard subjects like mathematics, physics, programming language, but in our daily life, it is have helped make things like plastic, branchy, and paint. Also, the great people like Nobel, Lavoisier, Madame Curie use chemistry to make the better world. And there are the valuable career direction related chemistry. Therefore, chemistry remain indispensable in our life. Thank you for listening. Would you like to ask me any question? Thank you.